last season.
24th meeting between these two programs, separated by just about a 2-hour drive, and we're about ready to get underway on the opening draw. Sam Smith for Northwestern, one of the best in the country. And Kelly Dennis for Notre Dame, also among the elite on the draw. Very quickly, we see Kelly Amonte Hiller and the daughter of Tony Amonte, the NHL great, known for his time with the Blackhawks, also Philadelphia Flyers. As Notre Dame comes away with the draw control. That's definitely something to watch in this one, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Irish with a couple of fantastic players. Doubled her up with 4 goals and 4 assists. Just 2 great players and 2 players who make each other better as well. Quickendall could easily be the focal goal scorer on a top-ranked team in college lacrosse, but she's comfortable being a...
Scored the last 2 goals for the Wildcats to make it a 3-goal advantage for Northwestern. When we spoke with Coach Chris Halfpenny before this season, she said Notre Dame in a lot of ways is known for not giving up, coming back a lot of times when they're down in games, but she didn't want this team to get in as many of those situations, was putting an emphasis on fast starts. And unfortunately for the Irish, they've fallen in a 3-goal hole here in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Notre Dame was in a similar spot, down 3-1 after the end of a quarter when they played Northwestern a year ago. They were able to rally and get it back to even at 3-3, but you spend so much energy just trying to force the game back to even, and once it gets to that spot, you sometimes don't have enough to keep that push up for a full 60 minutes. And that's what happened as Northwestern really took over in the middle portion of that contest. And Notre Dame is going to be searching now for not just a similar comeback effort, but then to sustain that level of energy over the full rest of the game. It's hard to do.
Madison Smith, the freshman for Northwestern, trying to scoop it up off of the draw, and Notre Dame awarded possession. But you have the Smith sisters in the draw circle for Northwestern, the junior Samantha.
A fast start this year, already 8 goals, and she's done it in all situations. She's had a woman up, she's had a woman down, and gets this one at even strength play, getting Notre Dame on the board.
Key win on the draw for Northwestern, but Notre Dame awarded possession here. That fires up the Irish bench
as well, but Notre Dame's going to win this type of contest. They need all 3 members of that big 3 to be really firing on all cylinders. So you can see her and Shoma connect for a goal in the first quarter. Really positive sign for the Irish.
Kelly Dennis with the draw control. So a chance for Notre Dame to tie it up in the final minute of the first quarter. So we'll see how Northwestern responds to start the second quarter.
The Wildcats were at their best last year in first quarters. Outscored opponents 107-46 in the opening 15 minutes, and they were up by 2 after a quarter against the Irish last year. So for Notre Dame,
big collision there off the draw, and the Wildcats come away with it. About 20 seconds to work with, and then a whistle here. Taylor went down. She'll restart quickly. Just about 10 seconds left. Skane. They go down low. A little bit of an errant pass.
Worthy of being named the Tewaaraton watch list along with the other 2 members of the Irish Big 3 earlier tonight.
Kelly Dennis had the draw control for a moment, but ultimately Northwestern comes away with it. It's been 4 straight goals for Notre Dame, but often it'll be Samantha Smith on the draw for the Wildcats. Notre Dame picks up possession. Very quickly turn it right back.
Another part of that equation as well too, some of those seniors not necessarily getting as much playing time as they would have been in line for if that was not the case, but mentioned someone who stepped into a big role last year as a junior, and her senior season's off to a great start.
Notre Dame wins the draw. And a yellow card issued. fun for Lindsey Frank and Arden Tierney to go head-to-head after they did such a fantastic job as teammates at Richmond last year, led the Spiders to their first ever NCAA tournament win over Marquette. And those two combined for over 180 points last year. But they joined Northwestern and Notre Dame, respectively, as graduate trans 5 in favor of Notre Dame. And this one's loose. Who's going to come away with it?
Still up there for grabs.
And eventually it's Kuykendall, but very quickly turned over right back to Notre Dame.
The Wildcats were trying to catch the Notre Dame defense when they weren't set up after that crazy scramble for that draw control, but they...
The goal from Kuykendall, and we're even at 6.
They still have not had a multi-goal lead since the early 3-0 edge for Northwestern that evaporated near the end of the first quarter, so nothing possible. We go a full 15 minutes, if not longer, with these teams separated. But
definitely one of the vocal leaders of this Notre Dame team.
One of the 3 captains for the Irish.
Boy, a huge collision there off of the draw. Hopefully everybody's all right. That was Sammy White a little bit shaken up. Junior defender out of the state of Maryland. Out of the state of Maryland.
A really key defensive piece for the Wildcats in terms of picking up ground balls and causing turnovers. Had 30 plus of each a season ago and was trying to get around there with her stick and wound up coming in a little bit more shoulder to shoulder on Kelly Dennis.
This first half matching up again with Madison Smith.
Big win from Dennis there, and you wonder if Notre Dame going quickly on offense there was almost them betting on themselves with how good they've been on.
So back to a 1-goal game. Draw controls have been 11-6 in favor of Notre Dame. What a job Kelly Dennis has done in the circle. She comes away with another one.
They've necessarily been utilized a lot with the Notre Dame team because of how strong they are with their returning options, but certainly capable of stepping in there if there's an injury at some point down the line, or if Notre Dame needs to make changes for whatever reason. They're certainly happy to have her and pleased with the impact she's made so far.
And Notre Dame with another win on the draw control and an opportunity right out in front and a whisk separation. Well, we've mentioned the draw controls, 13-6 in favor of Notre Dame. This time, Northwestern comes away with a key win.
Now they've got to show that they're ready for this opportunity. 15 minutes away from taking out number 1.
Yeah, Coach Halfpenny mentioned when she spoke with us, game a couple of years ago against Northwestern that went right down to the buzzer here in South Bend, but it was the Wildcats coming away with a victory. It's been 4 years since Notre Dame defeated Northwestern during that 2020 season that was shortened by the pandemic. We were looking for tonight. Two teams that could be making deep runs in May and looking for a signature win early in the season. Dennis and Madison Smith on the draw. And Northwestern awarded possession. Surprising, still plenty of time There are a few players with 2 goals to come away with a hat trick. But just under 7.5 minutes to go. And what a job to knock that one down there by Dennis.
Both teams getting some offense from their bench as well. Bowling with a goal for Northwestern.
Maybe a preview of a matchup to come down the road in May. You can see a lot of purple in the building, a lot of green in the building. The home crowd hoping Notre Dame can hold on for the upset. It's still a lot of time to go in this one.
Make it now 17-8 on draw controls for the Irish, more than doubling up Northwestern. It's allowed them to take 13. Yeah, and they're showing they're up to the task tonight. Those 3 players combined for 23 shots. The entire Northwestern team, just 20 themselves. So they've certainly come to play tonight.
If you know anything about Northwestern and Kelly Monty Hiller, there's still so much time for the Wildcats, especially with the likes of Izzy Skane and right here. Madison Smith against Dennis, and once again, it's Dennis coming away with it. And another win on the draw control with under 90 seconds to play. What a 4th quarter it has been for Notre Dame. They've outscored Northwestern 5-2.